Hello, hi, welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Taurus. Oh my god, I almost dropped half the deck. General messages for Taurus in mid-October 2019. Hi, Taurus. How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Listen, what do we have as the flip out? Four of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Maybe some of you are swallowing your guts. That is not even a saying. What does that mean, swallowing your guts? Maybe some of you are scared to do something. Maybe some of you are scared to speak, since that Knight of Swords was shoving a sword down his own throat, and the Four of Swords is showing a person hammering a coffin closed. So it sounds like maybe some of you might be closed off to speaking or articulating something or expressing a truth, or you just might be a little tired, because Four of Swords can indicate rest. Okay? All right, guys, back to my spiel. Thanks for showing up, guys. If you are a returning viewer, you're welcome to be here. If you're a new viewer, you're also welcome. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video today. I've had some incredible growth over the last couple of months, and I've enjoyed meeting new people here, growing the community, so it's just been an awesome experience. So I just want to thank you guys off the top for being a part of that experience for me, okay? All right, Taurus, let's get into it. I have shuffled off camera. That is your main spread there. I will shuffle now on camera for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all of the cards are out and they're lying face up, that's when the reading begins. I will be putting, as always, a timestamp in the description box below. If you choose to jump ahead, that is what it's there for. Also down there is all the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. You simply follow the steps, send me an email, and then magic happens and I provide you with a video. But if you have any questions before you place an order, you can feel free to email me at the same address, okay? And again, guys, if the message, well, not again, but if the message resonates, if you like what you see here, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and comment. Do all that fun stuff YouTube allows you to do. And yeah, you are getting all the flip outs, because I almost dropped half the deck. At some point, another card appeared up here, but anyway, you've had a lot of stuff come out. So I think it's like, things might be just like falling out of you, as much as you might be wanting to hold them back, because you also have the Hermit here, and that is Major Arcana for Virgo. So maybe you have a Virgo of interest in your life or of importance in your life. But Hermit is definitely a withdrawn energy. So some of you might be coming out of that. You might be struggling with this desire to come out to, October. Isn't that like the National Coming Out Day is in October, so some of you might be struggling with that. See, Ace of Truth. All right, Taurus, who's in the closet, come on out. And that's only if you want to. I don't believe in forcing people to come out of the closet if they don't want to, okay? All right, that's a long way to say for me to get to this point. Let's see the outcome, please, for Taurus in mid-October 2019. Mid-October 2019, outcome for Taurus, please show me. Am I stopping there? Yes, thank you. Come on, guys. Wonderful. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. I say wonderful. I don't know if it will be in the long run, but let's see. Ha! Listen. Taurus, you're about to have a good reading. Let's I feel good about it, but again, they have a way of tricking me. Let's see if I'm right about this, all right? Spirits, please tell me where Virgo is. See? Slip of the tongue. Some of y'all are dealing with the Virgo. Please show me where Taurus is in mid-October 2019. Please show me Taurus in mid-October 2019. Please show me. Wow. Come on. Okay, thank you. That's took a second. Well, not a second, but it was in and out, very intense, all over the place. But we got there. All right, Taurus, coming in to your reading. You come in with the King of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might be dealing with a fire sign, but it's a general reading, guys. It doesn't have to be any sign I mentioned other than your own, because you're the queer here, and that's who I'm talking to. Now, King of Wands. Look at that. Look of determination. A pose of ownership or of being in control, being at the helm, being the leader. I asked where you are, so this is you. I don't think it's anybody else. I think this is you for sure. Oh, Taurus, I love it for you. I love it for you. It feels very manifest destiny, which kind of is, oh God. And maybe some of you are doing that. Maybe some of you are manifesting, or maybe some of you believe you are manifesting your destiny. Because, you know, the King of Wands is a creator, you know. Wands in general, dealing with the fire energy, is about creation, is about innovation, is about taking an idea and then actually forming it into reality, or having the passion, the drive, the willpower to see an endeavor across a finish line, or at least come to a substantial point that you can look at it and say, we're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. And that might be kind of what some of you are experiencing. Like you're kind of at that middle part of the journey, that middle part of the development of a situation, or the development with a project, or personal development maybe, and you're starting to see what you're working towards. You're starting to see more of the potential. You're starting to see more of the final outcome that, again, many of you have been manifesting for yourselves. This is a boss energy. I usually save that for the Queen of Wands. She's probably going to get it when I get to her. But this King of Wands also is a boss, okay? This is very, and maybe some of you are becoming a boss. You know, maybe some of you have been promoted. Maybe some of you have started your own businesses. A lot of ownership here. Nobody tells the King of Wands what to do. Nobody leads the King of Wands around on a leash. You know, this is a very solid and secure person. Male or female. I'm saying he and king and all that. Take the gender out of it. If you're a female and this is your energy, own that shit. Amazing. And it's very fiery, you know, it's very fucking intense. Like, God, like, how can I describe this other than what I just said? It just feels very, you're driven from your core, you're driven from your center. So that I'm taking that as like your heart chakra, your solar plexus, maybe a little bit of your sacral, maybe, but it's really like heart and solar plexus, if you guys are into that. If you don't know that, Google it a little bit, or, you know, ask your friend that, you know, practices yoga, or, you know, is Buddhist or something like that, and you'll get some insight. But it's really like, I feel you're driven by this internal fire, this internal furnace. Something in you is combusting, and it's just like driving you forward very passionately, very determined, very clear-minded. And if not clear-minded, I'll pull that back a little bit. If not clear-minded, at least like you're laser focused on something. Because when you're laser focused on something, it's not that you're necessarily clear-minded. You have your eyes set on one particular goal, and you might miss something in the details, or you might miss certain connections on the outside, or you might miss certain events. You know, you have people who can be so focused on an endeavor, on a situation at hand, a project of theirs, that they forget to like show up to like somebody's birthday party, stuff like that. And if that's you, you know, make amends and apologize and everything like that. But this feels like an undaunted energy, your King of Wands, for you, Taurus. It feels as though nothing is going to break you from your goal. Very determined, amazing. Let's keep going. Wow, yes, she's right there. So, Queen of Wands, listen, partner of yours, business, romance, friendship, I don't care. This is your ride or die. Now, I feel some of you know this person significantly. You've known them for a long time. So I'm feeling like your best friend from like eons ago. Or this is someone that you've met and you guys have like taken off like a pair of rockets. You two have met each other and it just stirs this creativity between you. You're creating something together. Now, it's going to go in all the different ways for some of you. I feel that for some of you, this is absolutely business. This is a creative project. This is an art project. This is music. This is maybe, you know, you could even be making like crazy science together in a laboratory. You guys are like kicking ass trying to cure cancer. I don't know. But there's someone who's on your level because, again, Queen of Wands is the partner, the natural match for the King of Wands, right? Also, a boss, like I said. So this person if it's business and career or something creative, I feel like you both might be, you know, heads of like your own independent like fashion labels or something like that. This is just an example. And you guys are now going to buy into a property together, buy some retail space together, and you're going to sell, like maybe you do handbags and accessories and little like pins and like earrings and jewelry, and maybe they do like more clothing and you know, outerwear, sportwear, shit like that. So you combine your forces to create this new little empire of, you know, in the form of a storefront on Main Street, wherever. Something like that, where you both have accomplished something, or you're coming from similar points of view. Creative, business owner, fashion, painting, dancing, music, it doesn't matter. Now, to the real nitty gritty, well, not the real nitty gritty, but what the other element here that I think if you're versed in tarot and you see what's out here, you kind of get the vibe of what is going on here. Others of you, this is about romance. Or just an amazing hookup, an amazing passionate connection with a person. For many of you, it will entail feelings of love, feeling deeply connected to a person on a soul level. Others of you, it's just like, when our eyes locked, I knew I was going to be in bed with that person. And it's very carnal. It's very primal. It's very lustful. That is the word I was looking for. It took me forever. Lustful. Okay? It'll go either way. And this can, of course, still be, you know, just friends, you know, maybe friends in business or friends in terms of just camaraderie. Maybe it's a reunion. I don't know. But I feel mostly it's going to be business and creative endeavors, or because you could meld all that together, and or romance. Okay, so King of Wands, Queen of Wands, you both have each other's back. And okay, thank you. You see how she's calling? Like, look at her posture. Like her hand is up to her mouth and she's holding that candle. She's calling. So this person, in terms of business, just to go back there really quickly, this person might have an amazing client list. They might have all the contacts in the industry that you're looking for. They might have all the all the expertise and you have none, but they might bring more of the social aspect that is needed to see your business succeed or to grow, right? So they might have like they might be the face of the business, the person that goes out, does the press release, goes and talks to people on social media. Maybe they run the social media accounts, and you're the one who's in the back, like making, you know, who's doing like the hand stitched pieces of clothing or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like that. You both complement each other. Okay. So you might be pointing out, I need that fabric. I need this fabric. I need those bangles there. I need these pins right here. And she's on the phone. And I'm only saying he and she, you know, flip the genders, do whatever you need to do. And she might be on the phone talking to, all right, we're going to be breaking ground in about a month, da 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 da. And it's just like you both work seamlessly with each other. You have each other's backs. You understand each other's strengths and weaknesses, so you're able to fill in when the other one can't perform as well, or they simply don't like to do it. You know, if this person absolutely hates being on the phone, the Queen of Wands is like, I got it. I'll be on the phone with everybody. I'll email everybody. And this person is just like, I'll be in the back, you know, making the what is that from the 80s? Time to make the donuts. You know, that could be it. So this is great. Now, back to the sexy part. This is also great. You guys, King and Queen of Wands, in terms of the love and the romance and the sex and the good times, listen, when you get it in, you get it in. And it's a fabulous time because it definitely feels like you both would be able to satisfy the other possibly better than any other person before. It's like, I feel there's an innate understanding of physical pleasure between the pair of you. Like, and whatever you're into, if you're into something kinky, if you're into stuff that's vanilla, if you're into it hard and fast, or you want it slow and soft, you both get it. You both cater to the other. So if one of you is just like, don't touch me there, the partner who receives that message is like, okay, I won't touch you there, but will you touch me there? And then it's like you both reciprocate the way you need to be reciprocated with. You respect each other's boundaries. You, some of you are like into fantasy play, like dress up kind of shit. Okay. Ooh, y'all are really into that. Some of y'all are really into that, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I support it. As long as everybody's happy and safe, go to town. Now, moving on. Guys, you are the third reading I'm doing for the mids. This is the third time this has happened, and I have to go ahead and do this whole spiel. If you are new to my channel, you do not know what I'm about to say, but if you're returning, you know what's up. These three here form a triplet. I only intend for the mids to lay a 4-card spread. You obviously have 5 in the main. You get 2 cards in one position. It creates a triplet. That might be a story that complements what goes on in the other 2 cards that are on the board, or it might be something completely separate. I don't know just yet. Let's take a look and see. Oh, it's somewhat related. Somewhat related. I don't know what that is just yet, but we'll figure that out. It's somewhat related in the sense of, I think that there might be controversy over your pairing between the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, no matter anybody's gender, no matter anybody's affiliation, whether this is love and romance, whether this is business and creative endeavors, it doesn't really matter. But I feel that there's a certain controversy about you two coming into partnership together or working together or being as close as you are. Somebody doesn't really like that, or you are being cautious because you know there's a potential for people to not like that. Okay? I say that because you have, and this is interesting. I'm going to do it separately. Even though they're in the same spot, and I think 9 times out of 10, I'm going to talk about the cards that come out in the same spot at the same time. I think this is maybe the second, or it's less than 5 times that I've ever really talked about them separately. So here's the reason to be cautious. Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, might be dealing with one of those signs, but you don't have to be. This person feels like a monitor, a spy. I'm not a spy. Black Panther. I'm not a spy. Anyway, and they might be. This person might be, you know, watching you, watching the Queen of Wands, Taurus, whoever, keeping tabs on you guys. If you guys are like star-crossed lovers, if you guys are rivals at different companies, but you guys seem to be having like a budding business relationship, this could be one of your bosses or managers who are just like, why are you talking to that person? We don't, you know, it's crazy, stupid shit. But this person feels like they're monitoring your situation, and they feel as though they have something to say, even though I don't think they have anything to say. It's one of those this is a weird energy where it feels like, listen, over here are 2 grown adults. Here's another grown adult. I don't care if this is business, family, friends. I don't care. No one adult can tell another adult what to do. Ever. Like, I mean, technically, you know, in the workplace, maybe your boss says do this. You're supposed to do it. But ultimately, you always have a choice. If this was your boss and your boss said, hey, go make coffee for me, or go run this errand for me, or go do whatever, you technically, quote unquote, technically are supposed to say yes. But in the real world of just pure sentient existence, you don't have to. So that's what this feels like. I feel like this person is kind of imposing, throwing their weight around because of what exists between you and them, or them and the Queen of Wands, or the 3 of you together. They are throwing, like, it's like clout, even though that's not necessarily the right word. But it feels like, because I am so-and-so, because I am your fill in the blank, you, Taurus, or you, Queen of Wands, I don't think it's a good idea as you guys talk. Well, who the fuck are you? I mean, they tell you who they are. I am your this, I am your that. But I'm telling you, as the reader of the energy says, you can't contain this right over here between the King and the Queen of Wands. You can't contain that. You cannot prevent that. You cannot withhold that. You can't put a barrier up between us. If I want to know this person, if I want to work with this person, if I want to sleep with this person, if I want to write songs with this person, whatever, you, ma'am, or sir, doesn't matter, right? No gender, have nothing to say. I mean, you will, because you're the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords isn't a chatty Cathy per se, isn't somebody who's into gossip or isn't into small talk or whatever, but she knows the power of her words, right? The Queen of Swords knows the power and the impact that they have. So as much as I'm saying this person doesn't quote unquote matter, or what their intention towards you or their energy towards you, like this, like annexing, like they don't want this happening. And if it does happen, they're like, not on my watch, it won't. Like they are very much interested in preventing this from going too far. And as much as I acknowledge that that is something that they want, and that is something that they might try to do, and they might have some effectiveness in doing it, energetically, what is the bigger truth of the situation? Energetically, this person is essentially in the wrong, okay? Because again, two mature energies, two mature people, even if they say, yes, 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 we won't. Yes, 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 I'll stay away from the Queen of Wands. Yeah, okay, I'll stay away from the King of Wands. Or, okay, yeah, we'll cool it. Or, you know, even if you lie to this person's face, and it's just like, no, there's no stopping this. Queen of fucking Swords, so go somewhere. Like, I don't know if I'm channeling for you. I don't know if I'm channeling for the Queen of Wands. I don't know what this is, but it feels like in the midst of someone telling you, don't do it, your inclination or someone's inclination is to flip them off and say, I'm going to do what I want to do. Very rebellious. Okay. I don't know the exact whatever. I just know there's something, isn't there something right now going on? I'm filming this on the 15th of October. I feel like today or yesterday or sometime over the weekend recently, there's been a lot of activity with Aries. It's the moon, right? An emotion. Okay, thank you. I think it's the moon. And that would indicate that would definitely give me why I feel emotionally so resistant to whatever anybody else is saying here. Any critique, shut up. Nobody wants to hear that, is kind of what I feel. Dismiss it. Because I have to do what is emotionally fulfilling for me. Yeah? Now, that is further confirmed with the Two of Cups. Yeah, one of these soulmate cards. And if you're new to my channel, here's the deal. I believe in soulmates. I have a soulmate. I have several soulmates, actually. But my definition of soulmate is going to be different than yours. I don't believe that soulmates are these cookie cutters, you know, sweet to the core experience made out of sugar and rainbows. No, I feel that soulmate relationships are often very challenging, and soulmate relationships are not always romantic. One of my soulmates, I talk about her often, is my sister. They're obviously, because that is gross, there's no romantic tie between me and my sister. So I have this familial love for somebody who, for a portion of my life, was really fucking annoying to me. And I to her. But now we're older, we're both adults, we're both mature, and we both have this symbiotic relationship with one another that I recognize as a soulmate one. So, that's a long way to say, maybe this person is a soulmate to you, or maybe you're dealing with a soulmate, but that's only if your definition applies. Do not use my definition or anybody else's. You use your own, okay? So, Two of Cups. Sharing. And I have no song behind that, but it just feels like this, there's like some kind of love song you could put into your head, and it fits what's going on here. Or there's an inspirational song. If it's not a romantic tie and it's that business creative endeavor thing, you could be like listening to, you know, Eye of the Tiger, and you're thinking of this person, and you're just like, your heart is warm, like, yes, we're gonna make this business a success. We are just gonna go in there and we're gonna own it, and it's gonna be the greatest thing, and you're so intense. This is super intense. Now, you get each other. You get each other. Meeting of the minds, basically, with the one head, one skull pouring into the other. You get each other. intellectually you get each other. You might be well matched. You might be, like I said, you could be two people working in a lab, working on a cure for a disease, working on, the next best tech invention, the next best app. You both like fire on each other's like you're on each other's wavelength, and your pistons are running like bang, bang, bang. You guys are just like unstoppable. This mother over here, ooh, now I would have said MFer. That's what I thought. I self-edited because I don't want to go too ham with the language on my channel. In real life, I curse all the time, guys. Not a big secret. But I said this mother. So some of y'all, this is somebody's mother. Literally. Mom, shut up. No offense to your mom. I don't want to disrespect her. But that is somebody's inclination. Or that is the situation. You have an overbearing mother, an overly involved mother, an overly critical, a hypercritical, just like a hater of a mother. Now, this mother effer, no offense again, is just really trying to police your connection with this person. And they are hating on your connection. They might be jealous, they might be overprotective, they might be concerned that things are moving too quickly or that you're dreaming too big. The Queen of Swords is more practical than the wand suit, for sure. She's more intellectual or more logical about things, more rational, right? Generally speaking. So that could be their whole defense, or the standpoint that they're coming at this with is, well, you should think about it more. Did you guys even think about this? Well, how about that? And they're like trying to not scare you, but some of them maybe, but it feels like trying to make sure you have covered your bases, and you're just like, I got it. Or the other person is like, will you shut up? It's handled. You both together don't need anyone else's input, but here she is, or here he is, giving the input. Shut your face. Nobody cares. Moving on. And this is the card of moving on. 6 of Swords underneath. So I feel as though if this was a love story, some of y'all might run away together. And I don't think this is like young love in the sense of you're like, I mean, you could be in your early 20s watching this and experiencing this, but I feel like these are like two mature people acting like young lovers, acting like little teenagers. So you could be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s, I don't know, 70s, I guess I skipped 70s, so just to cover my bases, right? And it feels like some of you are ducking away from all the criticism that other people or one particular person is hefting onto you or laying onto you, piling onto you, and saying, you know what, we don't need this shit. Let's go to Vegas. Let's get married. Boom, do it. I'm not telling you to do it, but like, it's like you both kind of egg each other on. You know, if this is for the romantic sector, you know, I love you so much. I think I love you so much. I want to marry you. I'd marry you right now if I could. All right, let's go to Vegas. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Don't joke. I'm and one of you like pulls your phone out, pulls out an app. I'll book the flight right now. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. I meant that. Bing. And you guys are on Vegas. You're on a plane to Vegas. Something like that, where it's like double dog dare you type shit between the two of you in a romantic, lustful, carnal connection. Crazy stuff. So you run off, you get eloped. Or did he say get eloped? You elope. Thank you. And you're just like in your own little boat canoe thing with each other. You know, this old guy, maybe he's like your gondola rower or whatever. But I feel like collectively you both want to pack it in, or pack something up and move away together in the romantic sense. It also works, again, if we translate it back to business. You both like spark an idea, just sitting down, like talking to each other. We should go into business together, or we should produce this song together. And he or she pulls out their guitar, and you pull out your little drum machine or whatever. And you guys like make a beat, and you're like, oh my God, we got to record this. Oh man, I know a guy. He's like 20 minutes away. This is like 3 in the morning or some shit like that. You're like, I know a guy. I can get him up right now. We can go record this right now. Are you sure? It's like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday, guy. Let's do it right now. And you go and you do it. Fabulous. It feels really good. Like, this is the only negative thing I feel. I mean, the negative side, okay, they're like, bring it back. The negative side of the Six of Swords is that it can put you in an isolated, ostracized position, Taurus, where again, after the honeymoon, whether it's a literal honeymoon or whatever, blissful afterglow there is of either a sexual hookup, a marriage, or, you guys have created beautiful music together, literally, okay? After you come back to reality, or, people get wind of what you've done together, there is a potential with the Six of Swords that trouble follows, or that more criticism follows, or more people having reactions to what you've done crop up, This young puppy dog love feel that you have, one of you lets it slip on Instagram or lets it slip in a conversation with one of your more talkative relatives, and then it gets back to the family that you've run off and you've gotten married so suddenly at 45 after you've been divorced twice and you've only known somebody like 2 weeks, and now the family knows. Six of Swords is this effort to get away from drama. So as you cocoon together with your partner, Taurus, you make beautiful music together, you have fabulous love together. I wanted to say something else, but I'm trying to keep it a little clean. Once all that joy kind of subsides and you come back to reality, you realize, oh shit, there's drama still around us, or there's drama back home. Let's stay here forever. Now, I'm not saying that you should or that you will be, just suddenly up and moving to Vegas and you stay there forever. Maybe one or two of you might be that kind of fun and fancy free. But that's what I feel here. It's like the Six of Swords might be a temporary relief or a temporary escape from more drama or more chitter chatter back home. Okay? Outcome for mid-October. The Lovers. Major Arcana for Gemini, so we might be dealing with a Gemini, but listen, congratulations. If you're like running off and you're in love and you're living your best life, having the greatest sex, congratulations. All right? Congratulations. I don't care if it's with a Gemini or anybody else. Because, who is anybody to stomp on anybody else's happiness? Who is anybody to say, oh, you're in love, I don't like that. It's just like, truly, this feels like you meet someone or you've met someone, regardless of what the relationship is, that gets it. That gets what you want and you get what they want, and you meet in the middle. Similar to what we see here, you meet in the middle and you get to be the answer that both were looking for. It's like, before this moment that we see here on the Lovers card, I feel that these two were maybe like kind of wandering in the meadow. She's got red flowers on her side, he's got blue on his. And, there's no gender here if this is like a pairing of two men or two women, regardless of whether it's sexual or romantic or anything else, no gender. But either side of this was just doing their own thing, not really able to find a clear path, right? They come to a clearing, they meet each other at this clearing, and oh, look, you're the person I was looking for. You're the answer I was looking for. I had all these great clothes. I've been complimented. My designs are amazing. And people have asked me, oh, do you do handbags? Do you do accessories? Do you do jewelry? I don't. Then I met you. You do custom jewelry? And you look at their IG. Oh my God, look at all your pieces. You look at their Pinterest or their Etsy shop or whatever. And you're like, oh my God, you're so good at this. And they're like, yeah. And I wish I could do something bigger, but I don't see the point. Like maybe the jewelry person or the accessories person was like, yeah, it's good online, but like, it'd be hard to like really get something in store. And the fashion person is just like, oh my God, I want to buy a storefront, but I just think your shit would just complement my stuff so good. Like, let's go into business together. Boom, you're in business together. You see what I mean? It's just like, it feels serendipitous. Aha, that's where we're going. It feels serendipitous, but it's not. It's not. A lot of times with the Lover's card, we're talking about something that is overseen by the divine, overseen by God, overseen by spirit and angels, or whatever you believe in or don't believe in, right? It is destined. One moment, please. Recall at the beginning. What did I say about this character? What did I say about you, Taurus? Manifest destiny. Some of you have manifested this either so actively. You've been doing the law of attraction, you've been doing meditations and journaling, you've been visualizing and doing all that shit, or you've just been putting it out in your energy, in your essence, passively or actively. This has been manifested. This is destined. Congratulations, you. Good for you. I almost cursed at you. Cursing for me is not always insultive, it's not always derogatory, but just small synchronicities. If you skipped to the beginning of this reading, just go back to when I was shuffling. A few things popped out. One of them was the Four of Swords and one was the Knight of Swords, and then we got the Hermit. And I mentioned how it feels like something was held back. And I mentioned something about not speaking. And I mentioned something about wanting to let things come out or let things just like fall out. Chips where they may kind of energy, right? I said all that. And several times throughout this reading, I have said I've tried to edit my speech here. I've tried not to curse. I've tried not to be too derogatory or too vulgar, right? Because, I never aim to offend, and I'm a smart person. So that is what's happening here. You're coming out in the open with this relationship, this partnership, with this business partner, with this romantic partner, with this freaky deek sex partner. Maybe this is just purely friends with benefits. Maybe this is purely just a sexual thing. I don't know, and it really doesn't matter. Because it feels good. And you've manifested it. You've created it for yourself. So, like, the threads of synchronicity are important in my readings, okay? Now, overall energy for this whole damn thing, and this came out as well, didn't it? Or maybe it didn't. Did it? Yes, it did. It flipped out also. Ace of Swords. Truth be told. Truth be told. And truth behold. Listen, I don't think that, I do because I felt it at the beginning, but I don't think there's any stopping the presentation of whatever this is. You might have people who are warning you, saying not to do it. You might have a time where you escape and kind of hide in the shadows, have some quiet alone time between you and your partner, you and your potential soulmate, whatever. But eventually, it all comes out into the light. If you guys are having the most McNasty sex you can have, doing it on the chandelier, I've never had anybody do that to me. I've never had a woman touch me that way, blah, 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 blah. And you don't want people to know, or you think it would be too much to tell your best friend this. Eventually, you're going to be like, girl, everything that happened, all the nitty gritty details, because this has to be expressed. Is what I'm basically saying. All of it. The business, the lovers, the running to Vegas to get married, the sex that is out of this world. All of it has to be expressed, no matter what your experience is. Because I feel, Taurus, and I mentioned this also with the whole National Coming Out Day, is your motivation is some type of big truths, or not big truth, but big focus on truth, big focus on clarity, big focus on transparency. You don't want to have to hide whatever this is, whoever this is, why this is, especially if you've been creating it. I've manifested this for weeks, months, years. Why would I want to hide it? Now that it's mine, now that the person is mine, the relationship is mine, the business is mine, and it's successful, and it's wonderful, it's beautiful, it's fulfilling. Why would I hide that shit? No. Let it out. Listen, I'm excited for you. That's amazing. congratulations. That's your reading, Taurus. If you liked it, the like button is down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see when I upload these videos. Make sure you comment if it resonated. Make sure you share it across your social media platforms if it was hitting for you. Now, Taurus, I will be back in a few weeks, maybe a week and a half, to do the November reading, so you have that to look forward to, and then I'll do the mids after that. Had a really good response to the no communication reading, so at some point I got to do that again. So a lot of content will be coming out. Again, guys, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so you can see all that when it comes out. And Taurus, I really do appreciate you guys taking your time to watch this video today. Take care. Bye.